bring in Congressman Darrell Issa. Congressman, you were at that hearing. How can Democrats think they can win election when you have them saying that that crime victims are just props for Republicans? What was your reaction when you saw all of this?
Well, it was particularly surreal because generally crime victims in the past and victims in general have been the choices of Democrats for hearings. In this case, these individuals were directly impacted, loss of life and so on, and they were there as fact witnesses, and it was unusual to see the Democrats taking them on. But Liz, it's clear that their goal is to try to move what is a crime hearing to a hearing on the former president. They tried to do that again and again without much success.
So they're speaking out because they need help. The people of New York City need help. Crime victims need help. But Democrat New York Representative Jerry Nadler, he's saying rising crime is only an illusion?
It was kind of interesting. He kept citing crime in other places rather than dealing with what is actually happening in New York, which is the 70s, the 80s, and the early 90s were terrible in New York. Under Mayor Giuliani, crime went way down, enforcement went up, NYPD became an effective force, and that has slipped away. And now with some of the changes at the state level and this DA, they're seeing a rise in violent crimes. But more importantly, what we hear is no enforcement against the kind of crimes that happen every single day. 327 individuals who alone did over 6,000 crimes of shoplifting, those sort of things. It was broad.
Yeah, they were rearrested like more than 6,000 times. Even the New York Times is reporting on that. So, you know, even New York Democrat officials are saying that DA Bragg's weak on crime policies are ruining the city. Let's please get your reaction to this. This is what you probably heard and watched today at the hearing. Watch this.
Your experiences are devastating. But the problem is that this is a charade to cover up for an abuse of power, that they are going around talking incessantly outside of this hearing about Donald Trump. And the purpose of this hearing is to cover up for what they know to be an inappropriate investigation. Now, I look forward, many of you are in New York City. No, not right now, because I only have 20 seconds, I'm sorry. But I do want to
Don't insult my intelligence. You're not.
Hang on, the gentleman's time.
I'm not insulting your
You're trying to insult me like I'm not aware of what's going on here. That's why I walked away from the plantation of the Democratic Party.
Gentlemen, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Congressman, that was Democrat Goldman talking over Madeleine Brame. Her son was stabbed in the chest after serving in Afghanistan. He was a sergeant, an Army sergeant. He's now dead. He's leaving behind grandchildren. And so a Democrat is talking over her and not letting her speak? Who do these Democrats really think they are? They really think this is only about Trump? By the way, that case against Trump is so lame, it should never have been brought. So many critics and legal critics say it's dead in the water. It's going to be thrown out of court. It's unconstitutional. It violated Trump's constitutional rights. So this is the most idiotic performance we've ever seen of Democrats being high-handed about crime hurting victims' families.
You're exactly right, Liz. They wanted to make it about Trump. We weren't there to make it about Trump. We are going around the country to make it about law enforcement and the need for legislatures to decide punishment, not rogue DAs.
Got it. Congressman Issa, we'll have you back on. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Liz.